YouTube. We're back this time with a very, very special reaction. We're going to be doing Big Sean Detroit 2 is the name of the project. 21 tracks, over an hour and 11 minute song right here. Definitely a very, very long project. I definitely want to see how this is going to compare to the last album for sure. This seems like a very interesting cover art as well. Why Would I Stop is going to be the first track. Let's see how this is going to be. I'm definitely excited for this because he's been absent when it comes to his albums for a very, very long time. So let's see how it's going to be when it comes to this project. I did do a reaction to Kid Hype, an artist request, a sponsor reaction. So if you want to check that out, support the channel by watching the video for sure. A very, very good artist. Let's see how it's going to be when it comes to this right here. Why Would I Stop? See how this is going to be right here.
Critical, ain't no time left on the clock. When it's your time, give them something to watch. I picked out the locks and I buy out the block. And I know I'ma get, but I didn't got the box. And they want me to stop, but why would I stop? I am unstoppable. Hold up, why would I stop? Bitch, why would I stop? Chill. I don't jump, I dive in it. Hold up. This the reason I'm alive. This shit the antidote, this secure cancer flow, stop a pandemic and then go to prodigal. Oh yeah, chopping up the sample from Dylan, Pimp C the Triller, this shit might go too triple trillion. I see you critical, I'm the hospitable, favorite rappers on the cut, they invaluables. Wearing Jersey, BIG look like pop, the black of the pen, when they want to see it ride. I'm going down as one of the guys.
Hate out this right there.
I'm laying low, they could be espionage. This ain't no walk in the park, you can't slide. Solution to everyone else, from me problems next episode, got the whole fucking world watching. I'm highly the series, come back like I'm robbing, get it now, right now. I'm only 2 options, so why would I stop? I don't stop. Hold up, why would I stop? Bitch, this shit unstoppable. Chill. I don't jump, I dive in it. Hold up. This the reason I'm alive. The DJ gon' drop this, we made it from scratch. I'm minding my business and all of it's black. My dog on the same way, the motors attack. I don't complain about life, I adapt. I'm at a point if I fuck with all the ones, not just a fake, it's a scandal. I can't be handing out samples. I can't be having temporary moments. That just sound like a job, not a family.
Feature this right there. Could be.
Upgraded the city and got a new feel in the house that I built. House in the hills, ain't no hills in the east, so we all in the field.
Yeah, this is a solid start. Okay, so he said the black of the berry, but they want to see it rot. So it could be a Kendrick diss. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm reaching. But at the same time, he did say something about it. I can't have 10 baby mamas, which I agree with for sure. But I'm thinking about Future automatically for sure because, listen, we know I don't even have to explain that shit. But when it comes to that, maybe. But then he does a reference to Andre 3000. So definitely a very, very good start right here. Very, very solid start for sure. The track is aggressive. I like the vibe. I like the production for sure. Let's see how it's going to be when it comes to Lucky Me, but a very, very solid start for sure, man. This track is fire for sure.
Shit, lucky me to be rich in a world where nothing's free and separated from hell by 1 degree. Surrounded by niggas who did first degree and the other ones that never got their first degree.
Tough.
Lucky me. Yeah, I done slash hoes like I'm Slash on some rock star shit. Even bought Slash old crib, that's rock star as it gets. And have my hands on the R&B legends you couldn't handle. Whether you do music or not, you wish you could sample. And I had to live through the scandals, public humiliations and breakups on camera. It's a living nightmare when your dream girl has to get canceled. And you gotta delete all the photos and shit like you never Instagrammed it. And you get off track, but somehow you gotta stay transit.
Fuck cancel culture.
Lucky me. I was diagnosed with a heart disease at 19. Could barely stand on my feet. Doctors said they had to cut it open, put a pacemaker on it to put it back on beat. So my mama took me to holistic doctors and they prescribed me magnesium for 2 weeks. Went back to the regular doctors and they said, damn, looks like we don't need to proceed. That's how I know that Western medicine weak. Man, lucky me, to be the chosen one. To save for the special occasions like I was Opus one. You know, and I'ma live forever like Walt Disney, the Frozen one. The flew so many times past the limit, I didn't even know it was one. They faced some problems head on when they told us to run. And ran it up in a city where no one would come. When they had literally died, but then came back alive. And it's the furthest thing that I know from over and done. And I don't even have to say it, you know where I'm from. Bitch, lucky me.
Knows for sure, Detroit.
Lucky true. It's a wonder what prayer, working smart, and love can do. And y'all gotta need fish in a humble crew. And you gotta learn listen to things I wanna do. Shit, who knows? Lucky We turn nothing to something. Running from nothing.
Damn, the switcher, Brian.
The finish line that we been running to. Little bitch, this Detroit fucking too. My thoughts is all black, yeah, back to the roots. Fuck your wife like how I don't want.
Nice reference.
We all in the huddle, they like it's on you. Lucky me. Precious what I eat. Ain't no.
It was a Black Dot reference.
Just the blood on the concrete. Look, the mission is covered. I stuck to the code and you don't know the code. Once they start me up and just know that it's over. My soul is on solar, surrounded by angels and soldiers on soul. World turn me cold, pain turn me cold. Shit, of course, I look like I'm finna be the fucking future armor. Cup running over, and she coming over, and she told me that her little bro wanna be me when he orders. Look, I ain't gon' hold you down, put in my family, I feel like utopia. Falling in love with this love is my phobia. My own thing, fast lesson, with ain't no culture. That's water and water. Now slow down, little brody. I know you don't know me. I'm buffed in my chest if I feel like Coco. And I walk in the building like everybody on me. Move heaven or earth. This shit feel like erosion. And I'm the king, I'm consulting the soldiers. You talk to me next and I real I'm insulted. I bet on myself, ain't no way my head's closed. What's the limitation? Fucking validation. I don't gotta figure God flow. Gotta renovate it. Demon Slayer, in my bitch slaying. Legendary is insinuated. 2 guards outside barricaded while I'm serenaded. Paradise COVID while I'm stroking.
This flow is insane. Like, what the fuck?
She's so damn down and devoted. Got me wondering what's her motives. Remember, my feelings don't mean shit to none of my goals, so I gotta stay focused. The city is soulless, this shit get too vulgar. See bodies wrapped up in them, why she's no focus. The mission is covered, I stuck to the code and you don't know the code. Once they start me up and just know that it's over. My soul is on soulless, surrounded by angels and soldiers on soul. World turn me cold, gang turn me cold. Shit, of course, I look up like I'm finna be the fucking show. Cup running over, and she coming over, and she told me that her little bro wanna be me.
That track was insane, bro. That track was crazy. I like the reference he did to Black Thought and the Roots when he said, "My thoughts are so black, I'm back to the roots." Nice, the Roots reference right there for sure. He's been doing a lot of references right here. But yeah, definitely the people that have passed away are going to be watching for us for sure. Detroit 2, a very, very solid start for sure. The first tracks, man. Good project. Let's see how it's going to keep going right here. R.I.P. Nipsey. Deep reference right here. Let's see how this is going to be right here. My camera's good.
Yeah. Fuck rap, I'm a street legend. Black lovely with a deep reference. I was birthed in a C-section. Helicopter police present. We got off so we keep weapons. We on y'all block while y'all eat breakfast. A lot of shots, we broke street records. Watch how you talk, I got reflexes. Watching your cheap necklace. Then we slide at the East exit. But every time we get the fucking niggas up, TMZ catching. Y'all still learning street lessons. I'm the mastermind first, you ask to grind and your team catching. This time it's for the money, I don't need credit. And I'm a god cause the street said it.
Don't need credit.
Fuck rap, I'm a street legend. And I'm a god cause the street said it.
That's a double entendre right there. I don't need credit, it sounds for the money.
And I got pressure on me. 7 days a week is game 7 on me. Life intense jobs, you live through that, that's testimony. Give me hell, how the hell I got all these blessings on me. Most of the girls I know addicted to social media. All the time they put in, they could've wrote encyclopedias. Mama said it only takes one time to fuck up your whole Wikipedia. And as your son, I can see the type of life that you see me in. After what happened in Nipsey, I reached out to Kendrick. There wasn't even no real issues there to begin with. Lack of communication and wrong information from people fueled by the ego. It's like mixing flames with diesel. Energy.
Okay, so if we're going by this, it seems like it's actually no beef between him and Kendrick, but at the same time, he does do the reference to Black of the Berry in the first track. But it's interesting he says that right here. Let's keep playing the track for sure. Great verse from Nipsey for sure.
Crazy and we lost a baby. And everybody around me think I'm the one. But we all just run the ones. And I'm walking out the crib, they ask me where I'm going. I told them I'm going on another 10-year run. Niggas is banging over blocks that they don't own. Thinking that's home. Boy, you think that's where you from? You don't really know where you from. You don't know how deep your roots is, what your ancestors had done. So God bless all of the sons and daughters who knew their history so they knew where to take it farther. And all the ones that stuck with me like good barbers. Looking at my life story, God's a good author. Never was a lot of us in the room, we move like ninjas. And if it costs you peace of mind, it might be too expensive. So I can give you everything that you want from me for free though. That ain't how I'm supposed to be. This man home got to a beat. And his name shine too, I almost felt like it was me.
Yeah, these tracks been great.
All my setbacks were inside of me. In high school I learned chemistry, biology, but not how to cope with anxiety. Or how I could feel like I'm by myself on an island with depression on all sides of me. With a Glock 17 right on the side of me. Look, I ain't think I had the thought of suicide in me until life showed me all these different sides of me. Too many times I thought the Reaper was outside for me. And how the fuck is people that never met me that hate me? I wonder if they understand that I meditate daily and feel like my life purpose is to give inspiration. Despite the hit songs, that there's just no escaping. That I take care of my family and beat the odds that were deadly. You hate that, that just reflects your lack of succession. Bless them. If it ain't Nipsey Blue, it's Detroit Blue.
That's facts.
Detroit 2, I'm bringing it back to my husband like D-Boys do.
Damn, these tracks right here, they've been great. Nipsey also had a great verse. Deep Reverence. Let's see how the track is going to be with Post Malone. Wolves. Let's see how this is going to be. Great tracks automatically at the start. Let's see how it's going to be right here, Wolves. I don't know why I'm thinking about Kanye.
I was raised by the wolves, ZTFO, run through the night, playing with your life. And everything like everything ain't been too much. You know my favorite time to come through for you is the clutch. Last second, what a rush. Look, I'm the type to talk to the stars. Straight up, these ain't tattoos, these are scars. My young thoughts will tell you when the witnesses apart. They care about starving more than they do by the charge. Run through the night, playing with your life.
I was expecting Post Malone in the chorus, to be honest, instead of Big Sean. Now it sounds like Post Malone right here. Yeah, it sounds good right here. The voice sounds good, but I'm not sure if I like it. Okay, so I don't think Post Malone sounded bad, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm going to be replaying this track compared to the first 3 tracks. It sounds a bit more basic to me. It sounds more, quote unquote, how do you say, mainstream compared to the other tracks. I just feel like they're better. But it's not a bad track. It's just like, it doesn't do much for me when it comes to replaying the track. Now this next track right here has Janae and Ty Dolla $ign. Let's see how it's going to be. Body Language right here. Let's see how it's going to be the 5th track right here.
Baby, come closer, bring it to me. Oh yes, baby, I'll give you ecstasy. Baby, come closer, bring it to me. Ooh, yeah. Girl, talking body to body, G, so so sweet. Girl, talking body to body, G,
So it has an R&B type of vibe because of Janae and Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah. Look, I know. I have people in my circle, but they weren't in my corner. I have people in my business, but they didn't support it. They took advantage of me like they supposed to do at their moments. Everything you didn't do, but coulda did if you wanted. Working overtime and time, I could be taking you down. Real shit, I gotta quit acting like these niggas don't want my place when I ain't around. Even though niggas ain't.
That's everybody.
Know if I don't live with you, I gotta live with regret. I might walk.
People always want to be the place you're at.
You in your shower cap, you gripping on the tie rack. I'm busting while you bust back in the bathtub, pouring champagne on that ass like I'm Danny Dash. Goddamn, your last nigga rule with his lame ass.
baby, come closer, bring it to me.
I guess I was expecting the vocals to be a bit more varied when it comes to the vocal tones, like have a higher pitch right here, do different type of styles when it comes to the R&B type of vibe they would try to go for, but at the same time it was just very monotone when it came to the vocal tones from Ty Dolla $ign and Janae. But at the same time, it's not a bad track. It's just I feel like it could have been something else. It could have been a bit more. Compared to the first 3 tracks, great tracks automatically, like I said. But when it comes to these tracks, they're not bad with Post Malone and Ty Dolla $ign and Janae, but they're just not as good as the other ones compared. Story by Dave Chappelle. Let's see how it's going to be right here.
It's Detroit. And one of the reasons that Detroit is my favorite market is because the audiences in Detroit, for a comedian, I find them to be particularly challenging. Okay. So when I go there, in this particular story, it seemed like a pretty benign night. And I'm sitting in the dressing room at the Fillmore, and there's an older gentleman in there, and I don't really talk to the guy much, but he was a nice guy, cool energy, shit like that. And then famed Detroit rapper Danny Brown came in. Now this time, I wasn't that familiar with Danny Brown's music. You know what I mean? So when he asked me to smoke with him, I just smoked with him. I didn't hear all that, Adderall, all that shit. I didn't know he was about that.
Sounds like Danny Brown.
I'm assuming it's weed. I don't know what the fuck it was, but boy, I mean, I smoked weed a million times in my life. Never, ever remember feeling this way before. And as I was walking on stage, I told my road manager, you know, my number's up tonight. He's like, what does that mean? I'm going to bomb. And was Big Sean's father. And my goodness, he gave me a pep talk that only a dad could give. And it made me feel wonderful, man. So shout out to you, Big Sean. Shout out to Detroit.
This one is harder than my demons. Let's see how it's gonna be right here.
I know we gon' make it if Mike will made it, yeah. New tags, toe tags. No more breaks, dog, it's time to break hearts. I don't take disrespect, I take charge. I'm in the mirror looking at a work of art. Hard work to me, shit if it ain't smart. I'ma run the plan to the max. So if I don't know you, don't owe you, I got a tax. I got enough sense and I slip through the cracks. And nowadays women smile like a mask. I'm not idols, I look personal on my past. All natural, Dr. Stevie, you gon' have the Stevie BB. I've been watching what they feed me. I like what she tell me with her body language that she need me. See my third eyes on left eye, can't let them easy eat me. No summer, I don't even do flu shots. Click with me, like where I go, so every pick a group shot. I done wiggled out the noose knot. They been lying to me my whole life, I finally found the truth out. Like they don't gotta love you if they need you, got angels, demons on you, and they ain't coming to no agreement. And I still be feeling broke, I'm getting money, and my team ain't getting cream until we cremate. Heat headlines, I'm talking steam there. I see it hating, it's like, hi, it's me again. They like, why you feel so good? I'm like, why I need a reason? Lot of salt, lot of shade, being thrown my way, man, guess it's just a season. But I gotta thank God, though, cause he got me working harder than my demons. Got me working harder than my demons.
It was better, but I still don't feel like it's at the top when it comes to the other tracks. Well, I would have stopped Lucky Me, Deep Reverence, but it was better for sure. Everything that's missing. Let's see how this is gonna be featuring Duale. Listen, bruh, English is not my first language, so it's gonna be tough when it comes to these names right here. I have no idea how you say that shit, my bad. But at the same time, let's play this right here. Vamos a ver cómo esta canción es.
There's no romance in without the pain. Just like there's no loss without some gain. Just like there's no day without a blessing. Just like no paydays without finessing. But when who hurt you's forgiven, and all the late nights you've been wishing finally pay off and go the distance. I pray you get everything you're missing. Everything you're missing. I pray you get everything you're missing. Everything you're missing. I pray you get everything you're missing.
I like the minimal beat right here. It actually sounds good for me.
I'm about to delete my Twitter and follow my intuition. Been in and out the mud, but somehow I'm in mint condition. I wonder if Granddad would have seen these Instagram vixens every 50 minutes where he had did everything that he did or he didn't. I wonder how I feel to be rapping. So that's my fucking passion. How I feel to go platinum. So that's my dream, but he's too blind to see that if he's doing what he love in his free time, then his dream already happened. It's not about the trophy, it's about what it took to grab it. And if you feeling stagnant, just know you were trapped in the energy that you put out there. You were walking magnet. Life can be a struggle, but what isn't, that's worth having, huh?
That's how it is. It's always gonna be a struggle when you actually want to succeed. Focus on your purpose. So that was everything that's missing. A very, very good track. I would say that's the best track compared to the ones we listened to recently. A very, very good track with a minimal beat, but I like the way his voice wasn't trying to go very, very overpowering. Like Big Sean knows his lane when it comes to the vocal ability, when it comes to singing, because I was expecting a bit more from Ty Dolla $ign and Janae, but at the same time, when it comes to Big Sean, that's fine if he actually just goes for the smooth top of tone because he's not a singer, he's a rapper. So as long as he knows the vibe he's actually bringing to the track and delivering a good verse when it comes to the rapping ability, it's going to be a good track, just like right here. But let's see how it's going to be when it comes to ZTFO. Let's see how this is going to be right here, bro.
Live with no doubt, so zen the fuck out. Big dog plays, the payoffs en route. Short laid across the couch, I'm zen the fuck out. Zen the fuck out, zen the fuck out.
Travis here?
Laid across the couch, I'm zen the fuck out. Hold up, I'm losing my mind cause people keep talking. Niggas be lying, bitches be crying. I be like, God, please slow down one at a time. God. And they all want dibs, and they all persist. They coming at you, they coming at them, but they not ever coming from mine. No, I can't invite you random hosts to my house cause your energy is too high. I can't wait to sex on you and give you everything you can't give me back. We don't have the same vision and we can't exchange contacts. I don't get mad, I don't react, I just relax. Good vibes and no vibes, my vibes. I cut the chorus, no hits, no sides. Yeah, no roadblocks, killing no pro side. I'm more like coach, I motivate. Call you more like ref, how you play both sides. Can't sit around and let the day go by. Can't sit around like I
sit around.
Eat your food, fuck your wife. Look down and say fuck your life. If you my God, top 5, number 1. Quit trying to even out.
Number 1? Not sure about that one. Top 5, maybe, but number 1? They got Travis and the Alex. That's it. Yeah, this was another track that I did enjoy. I did enjoy more compared to the other tracks as well, but it was interesting to see that the Ad-libs had Travis Scott, but it didn't really have a verse when it comes to Travis. But he's gonna be on the track number 12, Lithuania, I think is how you say it. But let's see how it's gonna be when it comes to the next track. Anderson .Paak, Early Mac, Wale, Guard Your Heart, but Zone the fuck out. Yeah, it was a good track, but I still feel like they're not as good as the first 3 tracks we listened to. But they sound good when it comes to the production and the flow he has. I was expecting something from Travis right here, but those 2 tracks we just listened to had a very, very good vibe.
I know the whole world can feel it, I know that they can see it. Oh, I hate to admit that I need you, I need you, I need you next to me. You said that you would ride for me, and I hear you, but right now I need to feel you right next to me, cause this is all I got, prove that you got me.
Yeah, he got the vocals. Anderson .Paak.
Oh yeah, broken pieces, cause this is all I got, prove that you got me.
Yeah, he got the vocals right.
Yeah.
So if you say nigga, then I'ma say, is that a Ritz? Oh, fit the niggas dick, let a nigga step, Million Man March, crack it, don't you start. Hold your head, guard your heart, hold your head. Nigga get your bread, light your spark, strike your mark, life don't stop. So hold your head, guard your heart, hold your head. Yeah.
Conflicted in this free-based world, they give and take. Cause I always rather give than to be the one saying thanks.
Yeah.
Conflicted like being signed to Ye and managed by Jay. Conflicted like being cool with Pusha and Drake. Conflicted like rapping in the city where I hardly stay. But knowing that you wrong, but it's too hard to say. Hold your head, guard your heart. In my life, those were the hardest parts. So many dark times, I wish I caught a spark or learned I see eye to eye could be fixed with a heart to heart. So many lost, I feel lost, got me feeling like a real nigga, Holocaust, got me mourning while it's dark. Life keeps you alive, we know how to be a meal, shit rather than steal meal. To make it out, you need a skill, yeah. Thought I was past my past, but let's be clear. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Regretting everything in life is my only fear. And you know what they say about not conquering fears. If you don't, then they'll always be near as that reminder in your ear. Shit that I ain't trying to hear.
Hold your head,
Hold your head,
guard your heart,
guard your heart. In my life, those were the hardest parts.
but guard your heart. Got tired of white scooters, so the riot started. And the robbers robbed. You riding cause your product gone. We mad at Eric Garner, Brianna, Gianna, Father gone. Yeah, a lot of trauma. We tired, exhausted. Remind us the prophet. Say they be a marathon. See all my dogs. Show me God was watching. Pandemic slowing them down. They fasted Ramadan. The land of 50 stars.
This guy's a great flow.
My friends don't got us. I promise you I'll block you. I'ma count my bread. I defy the odds. And fuck the same quarterback. Cause he ain't St. Laurent.
Drew Brees.
We on Pierre Moss. If you need Reebok, we still bring them pumps and all the bras. Yeah, I'm motivated. I don't divide. At 45, a coward for practice and otherwise. I burn nation. Send us under God. Not gonna throw the towel and I'm by my brother's side. Your niggas be your niggas. When you level up, you see that your niggas and brothers different when luck is up. So I trust nothing. This industry something. My big
Damn, so I was expecting a bit more from Anderson .Paak when it came to this track, but The other verses right here from Early Mac and Wale were very, very good right here. Like, very, very good. A great track. The verses were even from everybody. Like, Anderson .Paak had a good part. It's just it was a bit short, but Big Sean did his thing for sure when it came to this track. Probably one of my favorite tracks, easily. And the track that I did forget to mention that was very good as well, after the story by Dave Chappelle, Harder Than My Demons, was very good for sure, and Everything That's Missing. Yeah, these tracks have been much better than Wolves and Body Language. Respected, featuring Young Thug and Hit Boy. Let's see how it's going to be right here.
Ain't nobody finna do me any type of way.
Is that Thug in the background?
Dirty, no way. You can't touch me, not worthy. Dirty bitches don't deserve me. I be careful who I love, cause who I love is who can hurt me. I don't get ass a cruise, I'm a Lamborghini mercy. Niggas thought they had the 20/20 vision, it's still blurry. I done dodged a murder race, I done earned what they can't take. Pull up to the house, you thought you died and seen the pearly gates. Nah, ain't nobody finna do me any type of way. Ain't nobody finna do me dirty, no way. Ain't nobody finna
I feel like the chorus is missing something right here.
Ain't nobody finna do that.
Thug right here. Yeah, this is...
I just had to wake up and pay Uncle Sam that. I been in the trenches giving back like Kenny Wake. I just bought the piggy Murphy for my Easter egg. Gotta throw it dollars in the air like it's a play. I can't let them trick me out that long as I'm living. I can't let her go outside as long as I'm giving. I won't never hold a freak or against how it will. Still won't let her do me any kind of way with no sleep.
Nobody finna do me any type of way.
Thugger had a good verse, sounded good, the vibe, because of the voices, but something is missing when it comes to the chorus. It's too simple for me. Yeah, if the chorus was better, I would enjoy that track more, but Young Thug definitely sounded good when it came to this track. Respect it. But I feel like the chorus was missing something, man. I just feel like the cadence wasn't there when it came to the chorus. Lithuania, Travis. Let's see how Travis is going to do when it comes to this vibe right here. I want to see this collaboration right here.
I know we met today, but I'ma need that shit today. Michael extra just so I can see their face.
X's and O's and interchange. Hit 3 in a row, that's just a game. Big rings in a row, all down my fingers. I can't even hold my baggage claim.
A weird beat right here.
Two drink, 2 cups rolled up, I'm insanely down, slowed up. Don't inflame me, no go nuts. I keep flame right by my guts, it was out, but now it's stuck. Go back on me, but I was like, nah.
Bitch, I'm back and it's up, PSA. I'm too fleet to take off all my shit at TSA. I know we met today, but I'ma need that shit today. Might go extra just so I can see their face.
X's and O's and interchange.
Yeah, this chorus sounds much better right here.
I can't even hold my baggage claim.
Can't even hold.
Going insane, hard to contain. Came as a beat, my heart is the same. You know it's flame. If I'm in this hoe, it's Scotty. Long list of problems, long list of blessings. Making sure the first one never outweigh the second. Yeah, military with the tactics, multi-millions, multifaceted. She like Prince and Michael Jackson, purple rain and mirrors. Dancing savage, Fenty matching with the lingerie socks. Didn't know they made them.
Jay and Prince reference.
Her mama's 60, but it's 29, and that's a great sign. Could take over any tri-state without even trying. And I'm praying
If she looked 29, that's tough. That's good for sure. So I didn't know where that was going when it came to the beat at the start. It sounded too different for me. I was like, is this gonna sound good? The vibe that they're trying to go for right here with Travis, is the sound gonna fit with Big Sean as well? But it actually worked, because as the track kept progressing, I did enjoy the vibe much more than I expected to actually enjoy the vibe. So Travis Travis always finds a way to make anything sound good when it comes to the auto-tune type of vibe. And it actually worked right here. Surprisingly, Full Circle is going to be the next track featuring Key Wayne and Diddy. Let's see how it's going to be right here. This beat grimy right here.
I was being optimistic, I ain't have about the bitch, and I was living on my ex-girl couch. Terrible, all my money kept going out. I ain't have enough to move, I felt like a vegetable. Lived 2012 on the sectional.
This beat grimy for sure.
Couple years later, I'm living exceptional. Spent 30,000 my road, we came next to go. Bitch ass niggas just mad, I'm getting on.
Amen.
Welcome to the Terror Dome. My hair was grown. All I wanted was a rolling in a Tupac herringbone. Midwest kids, damn near all we used to hear was bone. 2 family flat, mommy and I used to share a home. Boy, I rip your heart out and eat it while I still beat it. For no real reason, just put me on killer season. Circle of life, top of the food chain. My new chain, a circle of ice. My name is Urban the Lights. The smartest thing you could do is stop music and finish school. Gotta be the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. If yesterday is the tomb, then tomorrow is the womb. Waiting on the son of God, cause he coming back soon. Hold up, flashbacks of me dancing in my living room was my first audition. Puff Big and bass, waving blue bottles in the lenses like never let me go, that's the worst feeling. I still love you like my first million. You got me hypnotized like the scene was big and I reverse film. So rock boys, blue circle business, that's full circle. Yeah. Full circle like losing friends for a bagging up Ye, the rapper for Ye, who dropped his first album. I was in the 10th grade, to 10 years later, me dropping the number 1 exact same day. So everything come full circle, dog, you just gotta wait. Full circle like listening to big, to growing up they calling you big. Full circle like give me your first role next to your first kid. Full circle like exactly what the fuck karma is. Full circle like every single thing I ever did. Yeah, niggas don't even make shit like this no more.
Yeah, that had a grimy beat. Minimal, but at the same time, it felt like an aggressive type of vibe, like full circle. Everything comes full circle for sure. Big Sean had a great verse right here. The entire track, this is one of my favorite tracks easily. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. Just the vibe, the verse, the flow, and even the Diddy contribution, even though it's just him talking, is actually good. Let's see how it's going to be right here with Janae. 2088. I forget the group, how they call it, but I'm sure it's Janae. Time in. Let's see how it's going to be. Okay, the voices sound good right here. Weird distortion right there with the voice.
Sometimes my imagination moves faster than reality happens. It just happens. I already know your favorite shit, and I already got your favorite lick, and I got the playlist into the greatest. I feel your energy miles away, cause quality people deserve quality.
I wish the verse didn't have the lazy vibe.
I just wanna put the time in. I just wanna put the time in.
The chorus actually sounds great when it comes to Janae and Big Sean, but right here it sounds great. But they could have gone for like a better. Just listen to it. Yeah, Big Sean could have had not a lazy verse. That beat is fire though, but I didn't want to actually listen to a lazy verse from Big Sean when it came to that track. It felt like he was dragging his voice when it came to the verse, but he sounded great with Janae in the chorus, ironically. So I just felt like could have been a better verse when it comes to the flow and the cadence. Story by Erykah Badu. Let's see how it's gonna be. Track 15 right here.
But Detroit has a special place in my heart.
Okay.
Creative, deep, rooted, organic, cosmic.
Track number 16, Feed.
I woke up with too much on my chest. I didn't know I gave it everything till I realized that I had nothing else left. Damn. 1,000 cells was still locked on a cell. I never thought I'd see the day my mom wouldn't agree with Oprah and Gail. My niece was my piece of heaven on earth and live in hell. Who gave me everything but never took anything for itself. Imagine 06 Impala with 0 mileage. 17 baggy clothes, not like Billie Eilish. Some niggas grow old but not up, they still is childish. Demons wearing masks cause my friends, they think
nice reference right there.
But niggas not gon' forget about me like niggas forgot about how hairy was supposed to be on top of that $20. Straight up, dog, my life is seen out of Casablanca. You got it wrong, I'm the monster. Burning man, I have my check on no diagnostics. You disappear in the D like you Jimmy Hoffa. I play my part like Leo without the Oscar. Underrated, but you still gotta watch it. Yeah, maneuver through it, I had to do it. Shows looking like live music. Except tonight when you're in Houston, the next night is Chattanooga. But it's still Latin, just rapping to it. Pursue the happiness, I had to prove it the best.
Okay, so that was Feet. It sounded better to me than Tommen, just given the verse that he had. Didn't feel like a sloppy verse. Like, it actually felt like he was carrying the flow. Very, very good. The Baddest is going to be the next one, but I do want to see that track with Wayne. Definitely want to see the flow Wayne has on the track, but let's see how the Baddest is going to be first.
Show you bitches who the baddest. Show you bitches who the baddest. You gotta show you bitches who the baddest. Once I like it, man, it's good, it's done now. All that patient shit to run now. I'm sorry you can't away with me. The ups and the downs that created me. I got the faith in me. Gotta have faith to be faithful, yeah. Gotta be great to be grateful, yeah. I seen that look in your eyes, that one K that gave able. She gon' hit, bro, that's that 482-216 mile block. She got everybody, she riding me properly. I had a trust, she ready to die for me. I switch it up just to break the monotony. My whole life you told me I had trust issues. Looked at her and said, nah, bitch, I got us issues. Meet and greet me, my demands can't build less. We building a brand, I'm going all money in with my bros like I'm nipping black. Say I'm back the fuck back you in my interest. They try to count me out into their senses. In the trenches is a different type of tension. Made my way out of no way, I did shit different. Man, fuck that t-shirt, just that super duper limit. Took it back to where we started just to see how far we came. I heard you keep what you love that's valuable inside your.
I like the different type of pace.
I guess we value different things.
Very different type of vibe. Okay, so that was a good switch of pace because given how many tracks there's right here, it can't be sounding like the same type of vibe all the time or having that same type of flow in his voice. So he did went for a much more aggressive, higher type of tone right here. So I do enjoy that because the vibe was gonna be stagnant if he just kept going with the same type of sound in his voice, if you want to put it that way. But it's very, very late right here, bro. It's like 3 a.m. at this point. But I'm gonna keep going. Let's see how it's gonna be. Down Live featuring Lil Wayne. My voice is even going away if you however the fuck you want to say it. Down Live featuring Lil Wayne. Let's see how it's gonna be the way.
Get into the paper like it's human nature. Goddamn, no more the haters that just motivate us. I know revenge takes the sweetest, but I'm gon' save them. I'm just sending all my graces up to my creator. No negotiation, this is world domination. You can fill the trophy cases up with nominations. I'm the alpha omega. That mean you can't replace us. That mean I'm throwing dice and niggas getting all the wages. My girl expensive, remember you get what you pay for. Big pay moves rolling off the radar. You can't afford to miss a layup when you win the playoffs. Press on, stress on. I get this shit blood, flesh, bone. Can't catch me, SK to my destiny. That's necessity, you can't out-finesse me. She like chocolate Nestle, brown and sexy. Touch me, tease me, please me, just don't test me. I'm the bar, my weight up, you can't press me. Legendary bloodline, my ancestry. Who I'm devoted to hate it. I recoded the matrix, I just loaded the bases, and you know I'ma make it.
Wayne's gonna kill this beat.
I've been having conversations with the constellation. We keep the shit between us just like a doctor patient. The heaviest intoxication make the problems weightless. I'ma need some sanitation for the turn is wasted. Told my strength that life is crazy, he said life is crazy. I bought a house and fucking big and feel like I'm a neighbor. I told him we been out in nature, he accommodated me. I got your choppers looking like I call him propagated. Flowers looking quite amazing, I ain't like the fragrance. I stand beside the baby, see who you decide to play with. I'ma take my fucking chances, I'm a lucky bastard. My heart racing, they catch up to who is running after. Oh my gosh, I'm going. I'm on a planet I don't know and say let there be light. But then know my lights were blown, yeah, I know my rights. I mean, I know right from wrong, I know you're white. It's sweeter than a yellow ball, I know love is life. And I know life is never long. I make plans to get away, and in the morning I be gone. Man, I'm mind fuck no foreplay. Brainwash my thoughts fade. Brainstorm my storm chase. Give the cops no court date. Let's on.
Yeah, this was a good verse right here from Wayne. Good verse. These tracks are getting better right here at the end. These tracks have been getting better as we get to the last part of the project. But bro, this track right here, Friday, Can't even say the words right now, bro. What the fuck? Friday Night Cypher featuring T Grizzly, Cash Dog, Cash Kid, Payroll, 42 Doug, Bodie James. 9 minutes and 28 seconds. Jesus Christ, this shit is crazy, bro. Jesus.
Man, like lines, on my head, come find him, get LeBron, that bitch chillin', he ain't tryna come home, copy, said he coming home to $1, in the mansion, in the chopper, in the desert, on the dirt bike, view long shirt, in the products.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to play the whole track for all the features.
For my girl and losses, that's why I ain't smiling. You got shine, you got hit, you got grit, cash dollar, paint you red, throw you in the water, they gon' think you a lobster, nigga.
A lobster.
Me shine T, off that pushing T, ain't no pushing me. Bro, my
Pusha T reference.
That my eyes across my teeth, bro, I put you 6 feet. Or bro, I'll put you on your feet, where bro can put you on my knee. And cause pussy worth a beat, nigga.
Get triggered down, Jimmy ain't go. Gotta keep blocking the fanny, nigga, you not finna have me. Put a body on a ratchet, I feel like Dr. Miami. Niggas tryna ride my wave like
This is Cash Kid, I'm guessing. Because we're in the third feature right now.
I focus 6 on too much to 7, they free to fall. That's your bitch, how we'll get her together. She fucking bro, you know them road trips, still bring a dub in, sub in. Even if the party was 7, the strip clubs in. I'm all in this bitch on the teller, I throw a dub, see, I put her in the belly.
Man, this flow's nasty right
The
here.
G-Wagon plane, I need 10 D's, have fucking with a line. Dog got her head big, 300 on line for the water, sipping red steel. I know how the feds feel, I nigga already catch me. Cuz selling corn steel, go on for riches.
Look, I can't even chill like get active. Overdoing everything, my best and worst habit. Shit be impossible till it happens. I never thought I'd see Kobe go before Magic. That told me first, no seconds to waste. Only waste I like is a legs wrapped around my face. Fuck you think she doing over here? Watching Netflix, beer game. I just let it grow down to my necklace. I don't hope for wins I expected. Adrenaline in me like it got injected. My girl say I got communication issues, no I don't. I just don't like sharing all my problems more than the results. I bring the plan back to my team, tell them go wild. God body, my physique, and my profile. You have never said a clever
right here.
You murdering in the booth is the furthest thing from the truth. Press the shirt, I'ma treat this booth like I'm peeling off. Like the plastic on a pill bottle, I'm tearing the ceiling off. Yeah, whipping rappers like they were rapping Saran Punch, and I'm strapped up with ammunition and single-handedly taking over the game like I had an actual hand. Listen, just poking fun pincing me. I like loading.
He's going crazy right now.
If I'm just fatally with it, this motherfucker discharges like me checking myself out of the fucking mental hospital, and I get off like an acquittal. I spit it, critique it, it feels like I'm being belittled by midgets. It's like holding a nuka, a damn bazooka, and walking right up in the middle of a little kid's fucking pillow fight with it. You want smoke? I'm like hookah, man. I remember back when I used to get jumped from my fucking boomers, run home and go fuck my room up. The streets will try to vacuum you up. That's why the avenue where I grew up was 8 Mile and Hoover Park, cause it sucked. Like a boom up, but even if I would've went the indie route, I don't have any doubt, I'll still get blown like a spindy out. Shoot to the clip, this empty out. This is the beginning of the ending, but I'm playing with the clip and spit these rounds for dick deep down. But I'm in my bag like Fendi, who am I bending now? Got so many fucking detractors, feels like I'm getting plowed.
Yeah, listen, everybody here rapped crazy. Eminem had a crazy flow, but listen, nobody's gonna have the time to play a 9-minute and 28-second track in their car, vibe to it like this. So it's definitely, I'm doing it because of the reaction, but I can't even put this entire track up because at the same time, it's going to take too much time for the edit. And at the same time, it's going to be copyright problems automatically. Anytime you have Eminem on a track, it has copyright problems. I can't even say the words at this point. It's fucking 4 a.m., bro. But it's crazy because they went crazy on this track, for sure. But damn, this track is way too long, bro. Like, come on. Y'all could have done something different at that point, but damn. Project is long as hell. Story, Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna just play Dom Kennedy quickly and give my overall thoughts because at this point it's just not an enjoyable listening to this long, to be honest, honestly.
Those experiences, I was able to understand how my being blind, because my mother allowed me to be free, didn't mean that I had to be blind to the world.
Strong.
I man had a visual.
Look at all the songs I say. Look at all the O's I made. Same outfit a couple days.
Yeah.
Listen to Big Sean.
Okay, praise nigga. This for my baby who coming over to bust it open. Who get an Uber but really just
deserve a dozen roses. Who got her hair done and didn't think I even noticed. She just happy she chosen. But she the one who shows me that's what's more important. I give her more game than problems. She love how I coach her. Under unrealistic measures is the only way you can measure who's chosen. I realize my mind frame is too big for the portrait. That's why I'm steady trying to teach the whole hood corporate.
Right, so finally, we listened to the entire project right here. Now listen, a lot of great tracks, but I feel like there's some tracks at the same time that he could have trimmed down. And the project would be much more concise and it would sound much better overall in the progression of the tracks, because there's some tracks right here that they don't sound as good as other tracks, and at the same time that takes away from the quality of the listen if you're trying to listen to the entire project, because it's a very, very long project. But the first three, excuse me, I can't even say the words at this point, but it's very, very late. Like, I'm actually falling asleep at this point. But when it comes to the first three tracks, Why Would It Stop, Lucky Me, and Deep Reverence, great tracks. Amazing feature from Nipsey Hussle as well. Even though it was a bit short, it was still a great, great feature for sure. I didn't like that much Wolves featuring Post Malone and Body Language compared to so many of the great tracks right here. But after the Story by Dave Chappelle, the tracks get progressively better and better and better. Harder Than My Demons was great. Everything That's Missing was great. ZTFO was a good song. Guard Your Heart, that was a great, great track right there. I do like the beat as well when it comes to that, when it had a grimy type of beat. In the Young Thug track, it had some misses when it came to the Big Sean verse, but Young Thug carried it when it came to the track. Not as good as the other tracks I just previously mentioned, but it was a decent track. So I feel like after that, the tracks definitely got a lot better. Let me just scroll down right here, bro. The Time In track featuring Janae wasn't as good because it had sloppy type of verse that it felt like he wasn't actually trying when it came to that verse, to be honest. But ironically, his voice when it came to the singing sounded better. Don Life track, Lil Wayne had a great verse as well. A lot of very, very good features right here. And very, very big features when it comes to the artist and the relevance. He even had Eminem on that Friday Night Cypher, a very crazy track with great flows, but I can't play the whole track because of copyright. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section. I would definitely put the first three tracks in my top 5 automatically. And I would put the Travis Scott track, and I would also add that track with Innocent Pac, Wale, and Early Mac. Great track as well. That's going to be it. Subscribe for some of the videos, and I'm out. Peace.